So hey guys, today I was thinking, Therion. Anything we can do with that? Occasionally, I think about Therion. It's just how it goes, I guess. And then I realized, hey, wait a second. Can't we play Therion with Vendread? And of course, there are perks to doing so. So, Therion cards, of course, require you to have Therion cards in the graveyard, and that's usually one of the biggest problems with Therion. It's just getting them into the graveyard is a little bit rough. But if we're able to do so, we're really popping off. So we're going to grab just a bunch of our Therion cards, and 3 of these, 1 of these. We can increase our amount of Foom, honestly, if we're looking to do that. And we'll also want, like, maxed out copies of Charge. Like, honestly, I don't even really like Charge that much, but we either do maxed out or 2. I think 2 might be better here. But we're going to then grab, I guess, well, yeah, we'll grab 1 more Foom. Yeah, that looks about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's like 9 Therion cards. Should be fine. Should get like 1 or 2 Therions in most hands. So maybe like 2 of yugioh as well. Or not. It doesn't really matter that much. And then we'll go grab Lone Fire Blossom. So we can do like 3 Lone Fire. If we're worried about this, it might be better to do it like that, I guess. And then like maybe we do trade in. I don't know how many copies, we'll just do 2 for now, but if we play with the Vendread cards, we can essentially use our high level Therion cards as full cost to ritual summon our guys. But that's not the only synergy for this, right? We also have the other issue in the other direction with our Vendread cards. So with our Vendread cards, we're having some difficulty getting our Vendread cards off the field without an extra deck, which is where Lily Berea comes in to send our Vendread cards. So we can do that now, I guess, which is useful. And technically we can just keep summoning our Vendread cards from our graveyard, which is really useful. So we're going to max out on copies of Charge. It's pretty valuable, I think. I've been hurting like every once in a while, not having the second copy of Ravenous Vendread, so we'll do 2 copies. And then we want pre-prep as well, and we want 2 Battle Lord? Do we even run Battle Lord and more than 1? I'm not 100% sure what is the best option to do with no extra, but we do this, and then we want at least 1 evolution, and then we want 2 to 3 copies of Origin, and then we want 1 copy of Executor. So this is what we want to be running for Vendread cards for the most part. I don't think we need Daybreak here. If we were playing more pure Vendread, I think Daybreak is better, but okay. We just round off everything with pre-prep. So pre-prep. And we can draw 5 simple cards here. So our normal summon is mostly going to be for like Lone Fire Blossom is what I'm thinking. Aside from that, we could throw in like Unizombie and Shiranui Solitaire, which Solitaire is also good because it can tribute our Vendread cards to allow us to summon the Unizombie, which essentially we're just using to get Revendread Slayer off the field, which is something we're going to be looking to do. So here we have Therion Charge, so we in charge, and that's kind of like fine. We don't need to charge immediately, actually. So I think the optimal way to do this is we pre-prep, and then we Endless Engine a Gyro system, probably. Let's see. Actually, would that be the play? Because we do activate Charge eventually. What would we draw into? Oh, Lone Fire. Lone Fire is our normal summon. So that's actually pretty good, I guess. But we don't know what our top deck would be necessarily. So we can just go Endless Engine or Gyro system, and we can use Foom to grab the Endless Engine or Gyro system, or depending on the exact hand, we can actually just discard the Endless Engine Agira system with charge, and that can be a play. But yeah, what I think I would want to do is I would want to grab Lily Berea here, so we can send with Lily Berea with this, and then we can grab or equip Lily Berea with this effect, and then we can send, I guess in this case, it would be Vendread Hound Horde or the field spell. So we'd grab Therion Discoliseum, then we would grab our copy of Therion King Regulus, then we can use Prep to summon Vendread Slayer by tributing over the Foom. Regulus can equip. So we don't get fully where I want to be with this, but then we can technically send the Foom to draw if we don't value the Foom's effect to bounce too much, which is fine to do. But in an ideal world, I think... Wait, does this tribute only plants? Yep. We can use Lily Berea's effect to send the copy of Revendread Slayer. And this is more or less combo if we do this. So we do Revendread Slayer effect to send a card to the graveyard, right? And then we can add a ritual spell. So in this case, we add either Evolution or Ravenous Vendread. So with the cards we have, we can send Scar as well to grab Charge. But we don't really have access to zombies, right? So this will be in the graveyard because we send this. So we can grab, technically, I guess we can do like Evolution and then Battlelord. Can we get that into the graveyard? No, not really. So we can just grab Ravenous Vendread, I suppose. But we could try that. Kind of hard to figure this out without seeing it. Evolution Summon Slayer isn't that great either. Ravenous Vendread doesn't get me like where I would want to be. But I mean, we can at least get like a Hound Horde or Revenants to make the Revendread Slayer with, or Ritual Summon it with, to give it that effect. So that's not like the worst thing in the world. Kinda have to figure it out, I guess. But alright, next hand. So this hand, a lot better. We can do Origin effect to put the Yugioh into the graveyard. I don't think there's any reason to keep this in the hand. So we can do Origin, Summon Slayer, Tribute Yugioh, Vendread Charge, sending the Vendread Slayer on the field, I think, right? And then we send 2 cards, or send 1 card, add a ritual spell. So I think that is combo. I think with this hand, we can't quite get there because we don't have a good normal summon. So, alright. Next hand. We have a lot of Vendread cards, not enough Therion to really make usage out of the Therion cards, but we still have Therion Discoliseum, which technically allows us to get into our Therion stuff later, and if worst comes to worst, we can literally add Lily Brea with the field spell to tribute summon off the Revendread Slayer, which is like it sounds crazy, but it's really not that bad if we can get the bodies on field, right? So here, I think that this is that kind of angle where we might be looking to do that. And the field spell, if we have access to it, it allows us to cycle through our Therion guys pretty easily, so not really that big of a deal. Yeah, okay. We have trade in here. I guess if we're able to send the Battle Lord, that allows us to add Executor. And if we add Executor, Executor's an 8 for trade in, so we can just draw 2. And then, yeah, that's very useful. But it's just a matter of how we send Battle Lord. I'm not 100% sure how we can send Battle Lord. I think we can. Or can we not? We can, but we don't have access to Ravenous Vendread, I think. So deck list is pretty complicated, honestly, because Vendread is pretty complicated. But I mean, ratios can be worked on. General idea, it seems like it works okay. It would be nicer if we could get access into the Therion cards off of the Vendread cards, or vice versa. But we can't we can't LP Punk here, and we have no extra deck. If we had extra deck, that changes things. We can run like Cross Sheep to discard 2, draw 2. So we could throw some Therions into the graveyard, or we can draw some. Or we could actually just link off our Vendread cards without having to jump through all these annoying hurdles. And we're losing a material by not having, like, we'd be able to ritual summon like an additional time if we had the link to, which we don't with this ban list. So very unfortunate, but if we were to make this with an extra deck, yeah, without a doubt this would be much better. But playable without extra deck, I would say yeah, probably. It's just a matter of how good this would be. I mean, ratios still feeling like a little bit weird. Could work something out though. I'm feeling. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And if you want to see me playtest this, let me know. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.